Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Poptart Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Iowa State's offense will get first crack at it today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Back to throw, it's Bullock. Makes the catch. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Cyclones will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the SMU Mustangs offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. He's got it down the outside. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he... More than 40. The Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Stumbled to the ground. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Give to the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. He'll take the deep shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run to the left. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They've got the screen set up. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking down the middle. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the ground game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the Mustangs are marching down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a physical attack from the gunner. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Mustangs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
No, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. You want to talk about answering each other. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Bullock. unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. And he was able to run through a tackle. And they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Cyclones want to move quickly. Might be calling a hot route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Cyclones! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Makes the catch. It's Cruz. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. And the Mustangs are rolling down the field.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. soft spot. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Bullock. Buying some time. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. And that defense gets... Down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
We reached the 2-minute... We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Cruz. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll try the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To throw, it's Bullock. Looking left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. 4th down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got his man. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. That lead in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Poptart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Poptart Bowl.
And the Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Off play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll leave it with him. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage. Running backs on the ground.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The run from the shotgun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half. And moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Pulls it in. It's Demania. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Just a little off. Incomplete. Some of it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Wants to keep it in the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Cruz. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Flies it out of the air. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
The Mustangs have their offense in high gear.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stripped it out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Power football with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Send the tight end in motion to the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the four verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Stop Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying to impose their will with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback here.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
On the run, it's Fields. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. You're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs for the tackle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Hauls it in. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They want that clock to run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, when you can set up a 3rd and long situation defensively, it allows you to play zone coverage. Everybody's got their eyes on the quarterback. You're seeing it thrown, and you can break on the ball to force an incompletion like that.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. starting to feel a little pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Connection to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Mustang.
Job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope for 2 and lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Quarterback adapting. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws, to put their offense in position to win this game late.
And the Cyclones come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Making side adjustments here. Takes it from the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he fights. Forward gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Pocket breaking down. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Lee. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win. Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down.
Touchdown, Iowa State! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The